Beat It AT, what up? Beat It AT, what up? Beat It
What is good, my brodies? It is Andrew, Beat It AT Production and Publishing, bringing you guys a brand new YouTube video. In this YouTube video, we're going to be making some guitar type beats with some free guitar samples. So these samples for the beat that we will be making, as well as other beats, if you guys want to make other beats, all the guitar samples will be available in the link down below. Just go to the description, click the link, and then it'll take you to the Beat It AT webpage, where all you guys will need to do is sign in or create a free account, and then you guys can download your free samples. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's play through some of these guitar samples, and I'm gonna pick one. So sometimes what I like to do is grab it. I want to try this doing this in like 158. So it's gonna go up. Type in. I just want to see what it sounds like. I don't know if I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, I like this one the most. So we're gonna go to 158. This sample's in 128. So obviously when we stretch our sample to match the 158, it's gonna get pitched higher. That's on purpose. That's what I want. So let's grab all of our individual elements. The standard version of this one is also really good, but I like to remix my samples. So like whenever I make the samples, I take into account that, oh, this current pitch or speed may not be the one that I use when I actually sample it to make a beat out of it. And also slower tempo stuff is also usually harder for artists to get in the pocket. I feel like it's easier for artists to get in pocket on more up tempo 145 to like 165 BPM. And I only say that based on being a mixing engineer while I work with artists, and then we realize that the beat isn't right for them. And so, I mean, every artist is different. It's just more common that people have a little bit faster stuff nowadays. Let's go ahead and play it. So it's all good. So click the recorder on the Edison. In the key of A or E. Let's just go ahead and paste this. I like to label everything, so let's do intro. Where'd that intro go? Oh. Chorus. We can actually probably extend it out just a little bit. So I feel like that would just make it sound a little bit more fluid. So then I could just probably just copy this, kind of like this. Chorus 3. Outro. puts us right at 3 minutes. So actually, this is pretty much the layout. Now, all we really need to do now is lay down some drums, do some mixing, and then once we're done doing the mixing and laying down all the drums and elements, we'll do a little bit of mastering. And that would be really it. Like I said, if you want all these guitar and melody compositions, they are all available down in the description down below for free. So I'm going to use some of my sample packs. All the sample packs and sounds I'm using are available on the Beat It AT website as well. I'm going to stack these claps because it just makes it sound a little bit more thicker. Let's get some hi-hats. So I used a MIDI file that I created for hi-hats. Usually whenever I do new hi-hat patterns, I save it as a separate MIDI file. So if I ever want to come back to it, I can, because I mean, you end up making a lot of similar hi-hat patterns, so might as well just, you might as well just reuse them, and then if need be, change them or add a couple things here and there. So add some open hats. So we can go right there. Dun, dun, dun. Adding some percussion rims to kind of add a little bit of a bounce, keep it more interesting. So now we kind of have that high energy bounce because we have all these different drum elements coming in all together. Some on offbeat, some like more rhythmic patterns, and then with the fast scattering hi-hats, it helps just adding that energy. So let's go ahead and add an 808. We just need to make sure our 808 is all done properly first. So go in here, do the envelope. We got to make sure the attack, delay, hold, and sustain are all correct. I want to make sure so whenever I click the key and when I release the key, it goes away rather than it lingers, because sometimes it lingers. So all right. And we said when we did that Edison and we detected the keys, we got a lot of B, A, G sharp, E. So let's do A minor. Let's see if those keys are all. Well, let's see what it sounds like. Let's add some distortion to it so it's just a bit easier to hear. like that clap mono. I'm doing some basic mixing. What I like to do is I'll do some mixing, sometimes mastering as I work on the beat. So just what I like to do. Some people like to follow everything in order. I'm a little bit scattered. We're gonna do the POW one. Track it. So I was just doing some minor mixing tweaks. So I'm gonna go to this other. We're gonna get rid of that flute. Still don't like that 1808 right there. I think that could be like. Just sounds like. Going to repeat. So drag this riser over to all the choruses. Right now, I am working in the master, which is the master bus, which affects everything. I'm doing very small things. As you can see, kind of just, I carved a little bit out in that mid region, just a little bit, keeping the bass and high end, because the vocals are going to usually sit around that mid end. I'm not trying to do too much, nothing too drastic. Now what I'm going to do is grab ozone, do some multi-band compression, use a limiter, try to bring it up, back, squash it a little bit more, and then use the maximizer a bit, and then probably a little bit of imaging to broaden that sound so it covers like the whole area. Vocals, you usually want to be careful with. They just need to be in that pocket in the middle, or almost like mono, not quite mono, but almost mono. Whereas the beat, you kind of want the beat to engulf the artist. So that's the way I can describe it. Let's try the imaging before the dynamic EQ. I mean the dynamic compression. Something about that 808 still just not sounding right. I apologize. I could hear it was a little off and I was still trying to figure it out. Just had to go up a couple keys. Sometimes that's, it happens. You gotta fix it though. I think part of it is that piano. Let's get. We are pretty much done with this beat. This is pretty much done with all free samples. Well, it's done with all free melodic samples. The only thing that we used was the AT Sample Kit 4. If you guys want to get the AT Sample Kit 4, I'll put that down below. And we used that for the drums. But the melody samples all were free. And the link to that is down in the description down below. I'm going to double check everything. And then if we're good, I'm going to go ahead and bounce it. Or save it and play it through. And then bounce it. Alright, we'll go ahead and play it. And because we should be good, I might add some other elements for the final touches later on, before I upload this beat and send it out to artists. But you guys get the main idea, and hopefully this gives you an idea on how to also organize your beats, structure them, and just give you guys a little bit more of a helping hand with producing beats faster, quicker, well, same thing, faster, better, and with professional sounds and melodies. So yeah, this is Andrew, Beat It AT. I'm going to play this beat, and we will be done.